I think that was really important for the kids, just see players, just to see NFL players. They probably, a lot of them probably, haven't seen an NFL player before, and then you see us and we're all laughing and we're with the kids.
You realize truly how close it really is if you do the right things. And right now we're 0-0 just like everyone else, and you want to compete for a world title, and that's the next step.
Well, it's pretty clear how much the Rams believed in Brandin Cooks when they sent a first-rounder over to the New England Patriots just for his rights earlier this spring. Today we found out how much. It is a 5-year deal for Brandin Cooks, $81 million.
My wife, Bree, Coach McVay.
Very nice to meet you, too.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What's up, big guy? How you doing? Thank you very much. How are you? My wife, Bree, this is Jerry.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude and just, obviously first and foremost, marrying my best friend, and that being the highlight of this past month, and then now being able to sign a contract to make this home, I think is beyond special, and words can't explain a moment like this.
Great, man. How was the wedding?
It was good. It was good.
That's great.
Backyard.
That's
easiest
awesome.
way to
Hey,
go.
That's a convenient deal right there.
Yeah.
I think it tells you about this team when your head coach is here and your quarterback is here to support you in a time like this. I think that's what family's all about, and we're building that family bond, and it's showing that they're accepting me into this culture, into this family right away, and their belief in me.
I appreciate that.
You earned it, man.
Yes, sir.
You made it real easy to go to bed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
When you look at it, at this place, even before I was here, you sense something special going on with Coach McVay and what he's building in this team and the young energy that's here. When I got here for OTAs and off-season workout, there was a no-brainer. This is the place that I want to make home for the rest of my career. Mr. Demoff, how you doing? Thank you very much.
I told you.
Yes, you did.
Your wedding
Yes,
present.
you
That was my last
did.
words.
Thank you. And my wife, Bree,
Thank
this
you.
is Mr. Demoff.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Here for
Well,
the next 6 years.
I know,
absolutely.
we're so excited.
And more.
And more.
Hey, here we go. It's interesting to be able to get this done before taking a snap in a game. Shows me a lot and makes me more motivated to just go out there and be the best I could possibly be.
How excited are you to be able to play and to grow with Jared over the next 6 years?
It's one of those things. The guy, he's young and he's already done what he's done. So it's crazy to think about what his potential is and where he's going. And so to be able to come to Jared and to actually have a long time with him is exciting, because now we can actually connect and build that rapport for years to come now.
Some merch back here? What's up, man? Awesome. Thank you. Hey, you want XL or 2X?
Lance has your stock of hats, though.
I got 2.
I like them. I think they're going to be a big seller this year.
I'm not a big fan.
This thing's turned out great. It looks awesome.
Much better than last year.
No, I mean, it's just, it's at a bigger venue, obviously. It's sweet.
Look better if it just said summer camp.
It looks better
Summer
if it said
classic. Summer classic, yeah.
No, not my name. I shouldn't be walking around with my name on my head, my hat and my shirt. I don't think I've been here in 2 years, so it's very cool to be back and see a lot of the same stuff. A lot of stuff has not changed, and a lot of stuff has. And being in the facility here is very cool. What's up, man?
Tour's not legit if it's not you or I.
How are you?
Good. How you doing, man? You been good?
This stuff's awesome.
Oh, you got a bunch of.
Looks great. Yeah, thank you, man.
I'll see you. You just gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around real quick. It's great, growing up here, being a fan of Cal, and then getting a chance to go to school here and play here, and the tradition that is Cal Berkeley, and someplace that I like to call home. And I'm glad to be a Golden Bear forever. What I miss about this place is, the feeling of family and growing up a fan and then being able to play in front of the same type of people. And in college, it's much more of a, pride thing. It's a lot of people that went to school there, so there's a lot of, history and pride that goes along with being a fan of a college team. And that's the part that I'll miss.
Any memories come to mind? Any emotions?
Yeah,
Are you here?
yeah, all that stuff, all the stuff from playing comes right back to you.
Play action, looking to the end zone, looking for the bundle. Touchdown, California! Bryce Jared Goff has set the mark. He needed one.
Walking down the tunnel was, kind of whenever everything kind of started coming back, and then being in like the locker room and all that was kind of, when all the memories, you kind of remember where everyone's locker is and some of the stuff you guys talked about and whatnot. It's fun. I only had 3 options. I had here, Washington State, and Boise State. And both of my parents went here, so I was comfortable with the university and the campus and everything around it. And I'd been to a bunch of games, group of fan, but playing in the Pac-12 was always my goal, and that gave me the best chance to do that. And I don't know, it made the decision pretty easy at the end of the day.
Of course. Yeah. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, Kelly. You get in on this. Stand next to Jared. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate you. Of course, yeah. Stay in touch, okay? You need anything, holler at us.
Awesome.
Obviously, you got all these guys, but appreciate you, man. Looking for you, okay?
Hey, good job, buddy. Good to meet you.
Obviously, when he came in the league was kind of when I was starting at Arizona, so I got to see him grow and develop over his career here. And I think, the program grew with him, and I think great players, they do that. He's a difference maker, right? Those guys, when they step on the field, you can see that they have that aura about them, they have that presence, and they end up making plays, and that's what he's continuing to do.
They invited me, or kind of was like, we got a trip to Mexico, and we're looking for somebody to go, and I said, you know what? Take advantage of this opportunity to get cultured a little bit.
Y del otro lado, Michael Brockers con nosotros, que es ala defensivo de los Rams de Los Ángeles. Michael, how you doing? ¿Cómo estás?
Doing good. Bien.
There you
Muy
go,
bien.
You got it.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, if I understood right, first time in Mexico?
First time.
Primera vez en México. What do you think so far?
I love it. Really, the people.
Dios los bendiga siempre.
God bless you. Oh, thank you. The people have really humbled me, just seeing everybody putting in work, seeing all the workers, seeing all the people selling stuff on the side, just everybody's, everybody got a hustle mentality.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's the name of these boats?
okay. You ain't never been on the cruise, E.T.? Hell no.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Xochimilco, what we call the Mexican Venice.
I want to pronounce like what everything was. We got to do the boat. I don't really know how to say it in Spanish. Ya falta. Okay, you said falta. Ya falta poco. Ya falta poco. Está listo, Mexico. Like that. It's just been a really great experience. I mean, I haven't really felt any like stress or anything. They really like embrace us. You kind of feel you get that almost like second home feeling when you're here. You got to crawl up the stick like that. That's the master right here, y'all. All right, let me get that. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
I'm like a V12 back here. Twin turbo.
This November 19th, Mexico will host a great game between the Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Make sure to get your tickets on time. And don't get on this damn boat like I am.
Esta semana, por favor, registre por los boletos ahora. Nos vemos en noviembre.
I can like just do the mouth and he can talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, you ready? Hola, soy Michael Brockers. Y te quiero en el Azteca. All right, that was my rough draft. Am I supposed to say that with like some?
Yeah. Falta poco.
Ya falta poco. Ya falta poco. ¿Está listo, México? When you're having fun doing it, it doesn't feel like work, So I'm enjoying what I do.
And what are you again?
He said the number one fan in the universe. In the universe.
No, in the world.
Not in the world, in the universe.
We're here in Mexico City today. I worked at the Mexico office to put together this itinerary for the guys for the promotional visit for the Mexico game on November 19th. you know, we want to make sure that we get to these events and that they start, they end, and everything goes smoothly, and that we've managed their expectations accordingly, and that we make our fans happy and we get our fans access to the players and get them pumped up for the Mexico
Here you go.
game.
Here you go. Get it.
I think that was really important for the kids, just see players, just to see NFL players. They probably, a lot of them probably, haven't seen an NFL player before, and then you see us and we're all laughing and we're with the kids and we're signing autographs and we don't seem like larger than life.
For example, in a normal day, what do you usually do for training?
A lot of it is in the film room, studying your opponent, like really watching yourself. I think that's the most important thing is watching yourself. Don't watch your good plays. Everybody like that. Everybody like watching, oh man, I got a sack on play 15, So watch the bad plays. Watch the play that you mess up on or you fail. Then you can critique that, then, perfect it too, you know what I mean? We signed so many autographs, it almost turns into almost a routine. But when you think about it and you're doing these for these kids, they might not ever wash that shirt, you signed. So, you just have to really enjoy it.
The menu for today is tacos de chapulines, that's the cricket tacos.
These the grasshoppers on top? Is that the grasshopper? Oh,
very small.
No. I can see them.
Do you see?
I want to see
One thing I've noticed while being here is like you seem to just always have fun with what you're doing.
You want to be relaxed. You'll move better. Your muscles not gonna be tense and stuff like that. So, and I always said, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have fun doing it. You can taste the grass that they were jumping in. And when you're having fun doing it, it doesn't feel like work, So I'm enjoying what I do.
Reggie. Come on. Reggie, don't do it.
Two.
What do you expect in that game?
I expect a full crowd. I expect a lot of new Rams fans. The Rams are here to show why we are contenders for the fan base here. When you're in college, you kind of you watch the NFL a little bit, and you're like, man, only if. And then all of a sudden, your work ethic and, everything that you put into the game kind of pays off. You get drafted and you're like, oh my gosh, I made it.
Viva Mexico!
3, 2, 1.
I don't do boomerangs, so I don't know how to.
I know it's a lot about hard work and not so much about being pat yourself on the back.
Mm-hmm.
What's that kind of felt like?
I'm like, not a nobody, but, I'm not Ty Gurley or, any, big name superstar like that. I'm just a regular old, defensive end. But, when you get that feel, it's just like, man, this is why I do what I do, for the kids, for the fans, because, without them, who am I, because, you need that support.
I enjoy this day more than any day of the year. I get to come out here and see all you guys play. And kids, you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to talk to you guys. And again, thank you all for being here. It's a special day for me, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.
All right, real quick, guys, one final.
This camp is very cool to me. It's obviously back home where I'm from, and being at Cal where I went to school, and having all these kids out here and being able to play on the field, and Cal being gracious enough to let us, do all this has been awesome.
It's truly a competitive 7-on-7 camp, and they're with their coaches and drawing up their own plays and getting a chance to play with their friends, and they form their own teams when they sign up and then all that. So it really turned out better than I could have ever imagined. It looks really good. What's up, man? Oh, there you go. Look at this guy, all suited up. How's it going? You guys doing good?
We're figuring it out.
I see you guys running around. You're doing a good job.
So can you say thank you?
Yeah. Uh-oh, he's taking off. Get out of bounds. That kid can roll. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Good throw. That was a good pass. What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Bryce.
Bryce, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Griffin.
Griffin, nice to meet you. You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Danville, California.
Danville, nice. Nice. Can we get a picture?
Yeah.
All right, of course.
Can you tell him thank you?
Come here, buddy.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, no problem, guys.
So cool, honey.
Yeah.
All because a kid went to Cal.
Yeah, this is the first hour of not 4 fields.
Oh, okay.
So
What are these? The
a little older.
Okay.
But all day it's been 4 fields going. All day.
This is incredible to be back here at this stadium where it all started, all because a kid went to Cal. This is now happening. It's really cool.
I think the numbers went up twice as many so they could fit him here, and hopefully this is something he can do for years to come.
Yes, sir. How's it going? That's me, yeah. Nice to meet you, bud.
She's my friend.
It is very, very weird to be walking with him. We were just at a Taylor Swift concert, and he was walking in front of us, and my daughter and I were right behind him, and people were like, there's Jared Goff, there's the quarterback. It's just weird. We're like, this is so strange that they all know who he is, but it's pretty cool.
Dude, this is your camp. You run this camp.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah.
I'm just here taking the tour of the school. Would you
Very cool.
Would you recommend coming?
You're not at the camp?
No.
You just walked out here?
I'm 17. Yeah, just walked down.
Hey, he's not in the camp. He said he just walked out here. He's doing a tour of the school.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't
Or
care.
am I just a savage?
I don't care.
Okay.
He doesn't get caught up in it a bit, at zero. In terms of expecting it or loving the notoriety, I don't think that's his wheelhouse.
Yeah. I don't think he puts too much stock in the celebrity of it all.
Dude, thanks so much.
No problem. Nice to meet you, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Now you gotta get off the field.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry.
To come out and be as humbled as he is and the success that he's had, it's a testament to what kind of young man he is, and it's great for our program, and it's just he's a great ambassador for what we're trying to do here, and we're very appreciative of Jared.
Get in there. Turn around. Say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. All right, now say go Niners.
No. 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 Go Rams. Sure, go Cal. Yeah. Red team.
I mean, you're sitting on the bleachers that you sat in and ran around as a kid, and you might be the guy.
It'd be a dream come true if I was named the starter, and it's my goal I'm working towards right now. And if I'm not named the starter, it is what it is, and just gotta keep rolling. Before the first camp, it's definitely nerve-wracking, but I just try to treat everything like a competition. Make it fun, don't make it too hard on yourself, and just treat it like every other practice, kind of.
Is it weird being around guys that are like 22, 23 years old?
At first it was being around those older guys. It was a little weird, but I've gotten pretty used to it, and I think they respect me, even though I'm only 18 years old.
So when I was a senior in high school, I graduated early. I graduated in December to get here in January, and the quarterback spot was open. And there was, I believe, 6 of us who were competing, and competed all the way up until August. I was named the starter about 2 weeks before the first game, and started throughout the rest of my career.
How do you think you'll feel that night walking in here with ESPN and a nationally ranked opponent and probably a pretty full house?
You can't really think about that stuff. You just got to go out there and play football.
Being a starter as a true freshman was definitely surreal, and like I said, you can almost point to my old high school over there across the bay, and 1 year later I'm playing here and against Northwestern in the first game. That's another one I'll never forget, that game, because it was a 4 o'clock start, really nice weather, sun was setting, and that was kind of the only time we got that weather in my whole career here. Incredible day. We didn't win the game, but it was really cool to get a chance to play here after growing up and all that.
Up until this point for Cal, it's been a pretty dismal season, but if they can come out and play well, this can really boost the confidence for this young Cal team moving forward.
Last play of the game right now. Keeps it all the way downfield. Just one of those plays to knock down.
They caught it.
And it's a touchdown.
I was just really, really surprised this year overall at how bad things turned out for Cal.
And that's it. The game is over. And the long, difficult season for California comes to an end.
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing. I mean, this whole season really, we need to change our mentality about stuff. We need to change, the way we practice. We need to change a lot of stuff if we want to be successful next year.
It took a lot to bounce back from that freshman season. I think in high school I was 39-4, I believe. And you come here and you lose 11 in 1 year, and you kind of realize, oh wow, okay, like there's a lot more that goes into it, and you start to learn what's important and what's not, and what it takes to win, and I learned a lot.
College Game Day's Kirk Herbstreit joins me now. So Kirk, let's focus on Cal. Off to a 5-0 start behind Jared Goff. This kid's amazing. What impresses you most when you watch him play?
In terms of personality, it's his toughness, because the kid took a beating over the last 3 years.
He played as a freshman. He played last year as a sophomore as Cal was trying to really grow as an offense.
1 win, 5 wins, 8 wins. What have you shared with NFL teams about what you went through as a collegiate player and building that Cal program back up that can make you ready to be a day one starter?
You really don't know how to handle yourself in those situations when the team's not doing well and when you're the quarterback, and unless you go through it. And that's kind of something I experienced and something I was able to go through and come out of on top.
Goff to throw. End zone pass. Has a receiver. Touchdown Bears!
I mean, Goff drilled that ball backhand. Offense has been firing. Goff has been finding a way to exploit the secondary.
Well, we hope it doesn't happen, but if this is his last hurrah in Memorial Stadium, it was memorable beyond belief.
Here we go, baby. One last time. You know it! What? You tell the story! What? You tell the whole damn world this is Bear territory! You know it! What? You tell the story! What? You tell the whole damn world this is Bear territory! You know it! What? You tell the story! What? You tell the whole damn world this is Bear territory! Woo! I'm proud of you guys!
So after much deliberation with my family and close friends, I've decided to forego my senior year at Cal and declare for the 2016 NFL Draft.
After a game, me and my dad talked. It was really a 10-second conversation. I was like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I should go." And he's like, "Okay, good. I agree." And that was the end of it. And that was about halfway through the year. And the coaching staff I had at the time was not going to let me come back if I wanted to. They were, "You've done all you can here," and so they made the decision really easy.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Jared Goff, quarterback, California.
You didn't start, when you came into the league, and that was the first time, you hadn't been a starter, and we had storyline after storyline of that. Do you feel like that was the right decision for you at that time?
I don't know. I think it helped me, learn a lot. I think that those 9 weeks taught me a lot, and sitting behind Case was incredible. I think you've now seen what he's able to do this past year, and I think the world of him, and he helped me a lot. And I look back on those 9 weeks as very valuable, and in a stretch of time that I did learn a lot, and was able to take some time off with my body and gain some knowledge.
It's about pride at this point. It's about who you are as a man and what's your character like, and it's on me. I mean, it comes back to the quarterback every time. It's almost everyone out there, all of Rams fans. I'm gonna do everything I can, everything in me to make that happen and to get this thing fixed.
I think I learned a lot of the same stuff that I learned here as a freshman, that, truly what it takes to win, how hard it is to win, and even, exponentially how much harder it is to win in the NFL. But, the speed of the game and protections and different intricacies in game stuff that I learned. But ultimately, like I said, just understanding, what's important and how hard it is to win.
When you see something in life, your first image of something, it's hard to get that out of your head. And I'm watching Jared Goff, and our first images were Hard Knocks. You see him flailing out there, getting hit, and Jeff Fisher's high school offense, and that's how you see it. Then they got a new coach. What do you know? Jared Goff looks like a #1 pick.
He drills one to the end zone, in the hearts, touchdown LA!
We are so quick to judge all these quarterbacks. Jared Goff can play.
From his own end zone, he winds up and deals down the middle. At the 50, it's hauled in, Robert Woods. Touchdown LA! No, sir! No, sir! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
You realize truly how close it really is if you do the right things, and even as bad as it was here that first year, it was still so close and within our grasp.
He deals near side, end zone, Cooper Kupp, touchdown LA! 14 yards as Goff hits it.
I think guys were very motivated. I think there's a lot of expectations this year based off what we did in the offseason, what we did last year, but right now we're 0-0 just like everyone else, and really we didn't really do anything last year. You want to compete for a world title, and that's the next step.